Welcome back, everyone. I know I've been missing for a while, but we're going to bring you guys up to speed. I have since insulated the bedroom area. Among other things, I was taking personal time off. Wearing these kind of clothes are very difficult for me. I don't like them. I don't look good in them, but it's the clothes I have. It's to get the job done. And buying really good clothes, yeah, anyhow, I just get exhausted whenever I do it. But I took a social media break for the last month. Christmas time with family, and well, we had a small emergency. A very important family member was in the hospital over Christmas, and she got out during New Year's. And we have since found out what was going on. We was worried she was in the ER during Christmas and in ICU. Not COVID related, just, yeah, it's figured out now. And she's getting better. That being said, let's get going.
As you can see, last night we got almost all of it covered in rock wool. Golly. And a little bit of foam matched out on everything. We even got foam here. But it will look really good to have foam and walls on in here. I'm not going to have as tall as area as I was originally hoping I would, but you know what? That's okay. We don't need it to be that tall. All we need to do is hold a decent sized bed and be able to sleep sitting up if we're sick or we have allergies or any of the millions of other reasons why you need to sleep sitting up. Also, we can access the attic, aka the outside and the stars from the bed, which will be nice. So anyhow, today we're going to finish up. Well, we do have those in there too, the power cables out front. But we're going to finish insulating this, and then we're going to sheet it and run our electrical, which actually there's not much electrical that's going to come up here other than the marker lights.
I've been very excited about doing my marker lights. It's one of the last steps I have to do before I can technically get it back on the road and be able to drive it legally on the road. So I've been looking forward to doing my wiring and electric. We have got it sheeted and insulated. We don't have a final pieces done on here. We still got to do some trim around the corners and need to paint it in here. And there's some insulation I got to shove in here and there, which I'll probably do tonight too. And then what we're going to do is, well, what I plan on doing, and I got to figure out where all my stuff's going to end up on this and cut it out. This is the wall. It's going to be very similar to the bus. Electrical is going to be down here, and this is going to be here. And I'm hoping to be able to have a little project table in here. And then I'm hoping to have kind of this little Very nice little drawn egg look in here. So it gives it the illusion of more space in here. Or more space, however you want to say. I was leaning towards this back one, but now I'm leaning closer to that one. To how it's going to look, and whenever I do this, I'll do the same thing over here to match it. And it'll just make everything seem more open, but with more usable storage space. Now that I got it sheeted up here, I need to drop some coat of paint on it because it's all going to be painted, and I can use it to store some of my work equipment so I can work out from here and get the rest of it sheeted and insulated. Welcome back. If this is in the middle of a video, so be it. If not, so be it the other way. Either way, I had to take yesterday off. Oh, look, I got a message. I had to take yesterday off because it was cold. It got down to 17, and I could not get warm enough in here to do the next step. The next step, you ask? Well, there's a couple next steps. The one I want to get done sooner so I can close this door and cut off the electrical that's coming in through that door and save me a bunch of effort is this area here. This area is going to be the electrical area. It's where the battery is going to access the inverter and all the AC lines, and the DC is going to be on this wall. I doubled up 2 1/2 inch. It should give me about 1 inch of strength and rigidity here, and so I haven't quite tied this in all the way. I need to get underneath here and screw it into that frame member there and all the way through. But I need to think, for one, because I can't process right now, I need to put this on there. I need to paint this on there. But this is that Contigo fire protection. I want it all around my electrical. I had the same thing in the bus. All around the electrical and all around the flame center. This all, if I have leftovers, is going to go around the kitchen area too. So the paint is not so much of a fireproofing as a fire barrier. It has a substance that's floating in the paint itself that whenever it's exposed to extreme heat, it bubbles up and creates a char layer and a foam-like substance that both insulates from the heat source and the protecting of the wood, and it'll give you up to 15 minutes of protection per coat. So I'm doing 2 coats here just for safety's sakes, and my thinking is that 30 minutes of fire protection, whatever's messing up is going to burn itself out, or safety, or someone's going to catch it. It's going to take a while to get this all to dry. It's taking a long time to dry. I already gave it a while, but I laid it on thick, so it's going to take a while, and I'd like to do at least 2 coats down where the electrical is. We might as well go ahead and pull off this other wall. Sorry, staying in stitch on there. Pull off this other wall to move the other side so we can mark out where the electrical on the other side is going to go. I am sorry if you're seeing the pants I have that has a split on the back side. I promise you are not seeing my butt. You are seeing my lower back, but not my butt. Sitting still has added extra weight to me, but I apologize for that, but work clothes are work clothes. They are crap clothes for a reason. Because you don't want to mess up good clothes. The original was going to keep the original inside of the ambulance cab, but it's all aluminum. It's all honeycomb aluminum, which only reason that would be sufficient to heat or cool this whole thing, the ambulance, to keep it warm or cool is if it's vacuum fused. I can't tell if it's vacuumed or not. I have no way to tell if it's vacuumed in between. You think maybe, but I'm thinking maybe not. It looks like this honeycomb, so it just kind of sucked the heat right out of the inside. Great if you're somewhere down south. I'm a little paranoid about walking around on this floor because I had several of these fall out underneath me and this will be hanging. I have a shortcut method I'm going to try, see if it works by bolting up and using a big washer. Save me some money on plywood because plywood's expensive right now. Okay, on the note of the heating system, it raised about 15 degrees last night. It was about 10 degrees outside, so it was about 30 in here. So it did heat the system up quite well, but it cycled on and off. By cycling, I mean that the heater outside shut off because it had too hot of water returning back to it. So that tells me that it's not getting enough spread throughout the entire cab, or I'm not pulling enough heat out of the system to keep that running to warm up the space.